Good morning. It's Happy Hump Day. You in the back room with Becky. And, okay, the doctors checked me out. Yes, as you might imagine, my blood pressure was quite elevated. And, I always feel like that it's the responsibility of the adult to apologize first if there's some kind of confusion or misunderstanding. And since I've already done so to the people that felt or were harmed or upset by the past events, and now I have to move past that. I can't make myself ill over anything that appears to be going off the track, because anything that don't happen, it wasn't supposed to happen that way or at that time. We are in full swing setting up for our Halloween party for Thickalicious Thursdays. The Big Goody Girls will be performing next Thursday. We have some girls that might not be able to perform with us, but we're working things out. I trust that everybody had a decent day yesterday. As I shared with some people on my other sites, I was a wreck yesterday. I was not the Becky that everybody's accustomed to. Someone who is very positive, joyful, and, just always have something good to say and always encouraging. I needed encouragement yesterday. And some people let me down, and some people surprised me. The people who responded to me with such compassion. And, sometimes I get a little caught up in my own thing. And my mother always tells me, she says, baby, you ain't Superman and you ain't Superwoman. You only human. You can't save everybody. And I think I came to the planet with a mission. And I say it all the time. I want to leave the world a better place than I found it. Even if it's only on this block, even if it's only in my city, even if it's only in amongst my little circle of friends. That's my goal. I share myself, no holds barred. Some days without makeup, some days in my pajamas, because I want you to know this is real. When I tell you something, it's real. When I explain something to you, it's real. Everything that I have endured and everything that I have sacrificed in order to pursue my dreams, don't ever think that I have regrets. Because one thing I learned years ago, trying to be out here on my own, because I don't play well with others. That's why I have to be the boss. I don't like people telling me what to do, and sometimes people get confused. But something came to me today, and I would have to say to you, I look for the signs. When things are happening, and you're like, oh my God, next, what now? If you pay close enough attention, it's like that song in The Color Purple. God is trying to tell you something. And so I go with a full heart when I say to you that these words is a quote from Francis Fenelon, who was a great philosopher and philanthropist back in the day. I mean, way back in the day, like post-medieval. But what he said still is prevalent today. And what he said was, we must truly serve those whom we appear to command. We must bear with their imperfections, correct them with gentleness and patience, and lead them in the way to heaven. You see, I work with young women in this dance troupe, this performance troupe. I could have sat out and waited on the college girls, the 21 and up, but I wanted to give everybody an equal opportunity. I wanted girls with talent, who maybe didn't have the best of all circumstances surrounding them. It's easy to scoop somebody up that got a perfectly suburban lifestyle and both the parents are there and they went to dance school and da-da-da-da. What about my babies in the hood? See, I don't understand how people go into business and then forget where they came from. I'm in the business of entertaining people, but I'm also in the business of providing some measure of support, some measure of motivation, some motive of encouragement. People need that today. And our children especially need it. And when I say children, I'm talking about from the cradle to 25 years old. Their brains are still developing. Now, if you don't think it's true, you just go and do some research. Go to the discoverchannel.com. Go to any modern health website and search the brain development of 20 years old. Now, mix in alcohol, mix in probably some illicit drugs, mix in some broken homes, mix in some traumatic experience. You got children walking around here in grown folks' bodies. That's not to say they don't want to be grown, they don't want to be responsible. They don't know how. They don't know how. Do I have time to stop and help somebody along the way? I better. Because somebody stopped along the way and helped me. I wasn't always poised and confident and sure of myself. I wasn't always positive and encouraging. My family said it was always in the root of me. But I was traumatized by some things that I experienced in life. And I turned bitter for a minute. I got angry, bitch still lives inside me. But I want to say something. We have to release that. You want to go to the next level. You can't drag. You know, my girl Erica Badu says it the best. Pack light. Bag lady. You got too much stuff. I don't want to be a bag lady with too much stuff. I just want to carry a few things over to the next level with me. And I trust that is something that will happen in due season. I do not believe that we should allow or condone bad behavior. And my attitude and when I work with preschoolers, I used to say, and when they fall out on the floor and throw a tantrum, I say something one time. I try to redirect. If you continue, I'm not doing all that dragging you down the hall, picking you up while you beating the hell out of me. No. I tell the other children, move away from him and let him continue to do what he's doing. And we're going to pretend like he's not there. So that's my reflex. You know, people made some comments about, you know, when the girl was out there crying and da-da-da. When it's somebody that keep telling me they're grown, I cry many a day, many a night. You see me cry. I pay for many a day, many a night. Because I employ people, not just a big goody girl. You know, I make mistakes. We all do. But here's the problem. If you know you raggedy and somebody's trying to reach out and touch, and then you fight them, that's like I'm trying to save a drowning person and they fighting you. At some point, your self-preservation gonna kick in and you gonna let go. And that's what I had to do. I said, you know, I can't bring drama into this new business. I got everything riding on that. That's why I still have contracts to work. Because if Big Goody Girl money can't pay all of my bills, that got to stay there for the Big Goody Girl's company. And it's not even enough to do everything I need to do because I have to keep a daily balance. You know, people don't, you know, young folks don't understand business like that. Well, I'm trying to teach them. You know, just because you got money in the bank, you don't just go pulling money out and spending and spending and spending. And just because you see me with a nice home and a decent car, I got big woman bills. Because I share, and you don't hear, it's the first time they ever heard me complain about anything. Don't tit for tat me and start telling me about, well, I did so and so. I feed my girls almost every week when they're in rehearsal. They're in rehearsals 2 days a week. It's very seldom that they come to my house and that I don't feed them. They don't have transportation. I pick them up. I take them back. But I got limitations. And I have to set boundaries. And I have to say, grown folks find a way to do the things they want to do. And people make excuses for the things that they don't want to do. You find a way to do your job. You find a way to get with your boyfriend. You find a way to get to the clubs and the parties or wherever else you're trying to go. So now, you're under contract. You don't get to rehearsals on time and on your own steam unless we've otherwise made arrangements. you broken and violated the contract, and the rule says you sit out for 3 weeks. Now, people, I think people have that impression that she needs to be good girls to pull this off. I will get up on the stage and perform, baby. Trust and believe me. If it's just me and 3 others, there'll be a show. And in the meanwhile, we have guest entertainers that'll be coming in. Need to relieve the girls a little pressure so that we can get ready for the bigger shows in the holiday. But we are having a party next week, and we're having a party this week, Thursday night, at Expressions the Nightclub, 220 Admiral Boulevard. We still on it popping. It's plus size model search. We're looking for girls who want runway experience. I know, I do that every time. It's these bras, y'all. And so if you're interested in plus size modeling, and you know you're an amateur, you don't have all the stuff you need, don't come in expecting to get paid. See, this is what I try to tell entertainers. You're not going to get paid for everything you do. You're trying to make a name and establish yourself. So, a lot of times I go out and I go all out knowing that I'm not going to make no money. And I just have to do what I have to do. So trust it, God, have peace in your life, and never give up. You're in the Backroom with Becky. This is Wonderful Wednesday. Happy Hump Day! Still haven't found us a Hump Day theme song, but I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm dressed in black because these are my warm clothes. I got to get in the closet. It's going to be below freezing in Kansas City tonight. So button up your overcoat. It's cold outside. Peace and love, always. For the people, baby.